past years, we've had an Xbox that plays Guitar Hero. We've had a laptop that does the LabVIEW human interface, and then we've had the PXI that does the real-time operating system to control the robot.
But with multi-core technology evolving so rapidly, we needed to find new ways to take full advantage of those powerful processors.
So this year, with our new hypervisor virtualization software, featuring our new PXI controller, you're running an Intel quad-core processor, we can dual boot Windows on one part of the motherboard and give it one core, and then we can boot real-time simultaneously and run it parallel with Windows to control the image acquisition and the robotic control.
So virtualization, so why would an engineer want to run multiple operating systems on a single computer?
Well, virtualization lets engineers utilize the distinct capabilities that different operating systems can provide without taking on the additional size and cost that you would have with two computers.
So what we're using is an open source software called Frets on Fire, and it's playing in the Windows XP environment. And then we have the robot and the image acquisition controlled by the real-time module to play the game and watch the screen. But we have 3 parallel loops that are running one loop for each core. It's just a timed loop, and the first loop is acquiring the image, the second loop is analyzing the image, and the third loop is actually doing the robotic control.
So why is it making mistakes?
So what we actually have is the real-time operating system is an incredibly deterministic operating system on the order of like 10 microseconds. And so Windows is not a deterministic system, which means it's not always going to execute in the same amount of time. So what happens is, because of the physical delay of pressing down a button on the guitar, it's about 130 milliseconds. And so we're actually looking higher up on the screen in order to predict when the note is going to come down and pass where we need to play the guitar. And so the guitar is playing the exact same amount of time every time, but Windows will sometimes take longer or shorter. And that's why the guitar will miss notes. Yeah, the guitar is more precise than the game itself.